In this series of exercises, we shall cover one of cycling's essentials, energy. To begin, try to reach the top of this climb before the allotted time runs out. Watch out, you have very little energy. You have just blown up. That's what happens when you have no more energy. With the little that you had, it was inevitable. Blowing up must be avoided at all costs during a race, because major effort is impossible and you will lose a lot of time. To reduce energy consumption, it is important to protect yourself from the wind. To see if you are well protected, you just look at the shield. If it is empty, it means that you are poorly protected, and, if possible, you must find a position that is sheltered from the wind. To reduce energy consumption, it is important to protect yourself from the wind. To see if you are well protected, you just look at the shield. If it is empty, it means that you are poorly protected, and, if possible, you must find a position that is sheltered from the wind. Good! You know how to protect yourself from the wind. For maximum protection, you need at least 5 riders between you and the oncoming wind. Don't forget that to win, you'll need to expose yourself to the wind when the time comes. You can't stay protected for the whole race. We shall now see how to use your 2 feet. The blue energy gel raises the energy gauge, while the red gel raises the attack gauge. We shall now see how to use your 2 feet. The blue energy gel raises the energy gauge, while the red gel raises the attack gauge. We shall now see how to use your 2 feet. The blue energy gel raises the energy gauge, while the red gel raises the attack gauge. We shall now see how to use your 2 feet. The blue energy gel raises the energy gauge, while the red gel raises the attack gauge. We shall now see how to use your 2 feet. The blue energy gel raises the energy gauge, while the red gel raises the attack gauge. On each stage, there is a feed zone that allows you to pick up 2 new feeds with which to finish the stage. You therefore have 2 feeds to be consumed before the feed zone, and 2 others to be consumed after the feed zone. Consume them at the right moment. For the last exercise, let's look at the aerodynamic position. This position is useful on descents because it allows you to recover energy without losing speed. For the last exercise, let's look at the aerodynamic position. This position is useful on descents because it allows you to recover energy without losing speed. For the last exercise, let's look at the aerodynamic position. This position is useful on descents because it allows you to recover energy without losing speed. Perfect. The aerodynamic position is especially effective on slopes under 6% because it allows you to freewheel fast enough without losing time. This technique will be very useful to you on descents from mountain passes. This training exercise is over. If you want to go deep, during this series of exercises, we shall look at new means of control. Let's begin with effort control, which will allow you to maintain a constant level of effort. During this series of exercises,
Hello, cycling fans everywhere. For the Grand Depart, the 2016 Tour, it's a magnificent setting that welcomes the riders. Mont Saint-Michel. Apart from the landscape, it will be the sprinters who take the limelight on a stage that is cut out for them.
The brake still isn't done. They're stepping on the pedal at the front of the peloton.
Watch out! You're not going to be able to attack for much longer. They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
"30 seconds lead.
Watch out. You're not going to be able to keep up this pace for very long. You risk a blow-up. The race is won as a team. If your rider doesn't have enough energy to break away early in the stage, don't hesitate to use Team Com to ask teammates to attack or to change the rider.
The men at the front are onto the final climb of the day. There will be 1 point up for grabs towards the climber's jersey.
You're 2 kilometers from the top.
The peloton has caught up. There's no more escapees.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
The breakaway has 30 seconds lead.
His teammates are accelerating. He's no doubt asked them to reel in the counterattack to avoid too big a breakaway.
The time gap with the head of the race is stable. The time gap between the peloton and the breakaway is decreasing.
There's a good few people at the front of the race. That must be why he's pushing his team. The first riders are 2 kilometers from the climb.
A new climb is approaching for the head of the race. Once more, there will be 1 point that goes towards the mountain standings. The breakaway is widening the gap, but there's nobody who's a threat to the overall standings. A good ruler He doesn't really have a strong point that would scare opponents. One and a half minutes for the breakaway. It might just work. His best chance of victory is to try a breakaway from far out. Here's a pure rouleur. Make sure you don't leave him alone up front. It will be difficult to catch him, and it's better for him to finish on his own. He can ride all day long on the flat. It would be hard to say that he's in his element on short climbs or sprints.
The breakaway threatens the overall standings. He's decided to get his guys to put their foot down.
He's a pure ruler who relies on his power to tip the scales. Anyway, he doesn't have much choice given his qualities as a sprinter.
He's the fastest sprinter in the leading group.
Here we go!
Okay, I'll consume a feed. His team won't let you go. You're too dangerous for the overall standings. No need to insist.
The breakaway's losing ground.
You're dangerous for the overall standings. He won't let you break away like that. Moreover, the route is not really conducive to a breakaway. You must constantly try to shelter from the wind, so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race. The gap is increasing. We don't need to ride for now. There's nobody dangerous for us in the breakaway.
Woohoo! Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration. Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration. I'll take it easy on the relay. I'll try and hit the relays.
He's got his teammates riding because he's a danger to the overall standings. You're dangerous for the overall standings. He won't let you break away like that. Moreover, the route is not really conducive to a breakaway.
Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration.